Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn November 18, 2022. You are more fluent than usual in expressing your ideas today. Conversations and humor flow smoothly with Mercury in harmony with optimistic Jupiter, lightening things up. It can be a time of a significant bright idea or intellectual win. Others treat you well, give you the benefit of the doubt, and enjoy your perspective and humor. You feel supported on a mental level or come to a happy agreement with someone special. There can also be exciting offers and good news or reviews. You might enjoy a satisfying sense of growth and faith in a relationship. Today also brings Venus into your solar 4th house for a stay until December 9th. You have a stronger desire and potential for harmony on the home front or in your personal life during this cycle. You get a boost to your sense of self and inner store of courage or feeling of abundance in the weeks ahead. You can be protective of the people you care about and of your feelings. It's a time when you're careful with your heart, a little more cautious in love, and conservative with your money. Still, relationships with very close loved ones, family, or roomies stand to improve. You might enjoy quieter activities, cooking, decorating, and improving the home atmosphere. The universe is bringing joyous messages to you everywhere you go. Your planetary ruler, mental Mercury, will swirl in harmony with our great benefic, Jupiter. With our cosmic messenger in your solar 3rd house of communications and intellect striking gold as he links to Jupiter, you'll have the voice and ideas to transform your life and personal relationships. Sit down with your one and only and brainstorm exhilarating plans, goals, and aspirations that the two of you can tackle, especially around travel. Today is also a glorious day to make a promise that you want luck infused within to the core. Embrace a more positive approach. Your subconscious outlook and approach might be more joyful than usual during the last quarter moon in Leo. Banish any insecurity at this moment, as the happy lunation encourages a brighter mentality. Luckily, you may see this positivity pick up as Venus enters Sagittarius today. It might be time to bring back some life into your work environment while Venus is in Sagittarius. Instead of staying put, try to make work an adventure. Take your work with you on the go to try out new locations and destinations. Change things up in your workspace. Jupiter only retrograde back out of your financial sector at the end of last month, but already the brakes are on as the planet of luck and expansion moves into his final 7 days in retrograde motion. It is Jupiter's direct turn next week that will see him begin to make his way back, something that your financial instincts will be picking up on as the moon makes a friendly aspect to planets in your financial sector that are keeping his seat warm. Do you feel a bit like a yo-yo sometimes? You may feel especially uneasy with today's planetary alignment. Well, it's important for you to know how to step back from a situation and let time work things out. Consider practicing yoga or going for a long run. This way you will feel like you have done what you can do for the day, instead of worrying about how to change things you really have no control over. You can expect to approach the day in a more laid-back manner than usual. If this is a work day, you may find that your productivity is lower, but don't get stressed about this. Tomorrow will be different. Just enjoy the energy of the day. If you're at home today, you just might find that you want to do little more than watch some television and chat with family. Again, don't worry. You'll be back to your energetic self soon enough. In a case of perfect timing, Mercury, the planet of communication, is not only spending his final hours in your communication sector at a friendly aspect to Jupiter in your relationship sector, but just as the planet of luck and expansion moves into his final week in retrograde motion in your relationship sector. This is a coming together of the doors open to the past on the relationship front and an ability to get the communication lines open. Just as this peaks, the moon will return to Virgo, ensuring you are emotionally engaged. On the same day that Jupiter moves into his final 7 days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, leaves your communication sector. Mercury will remain at a friendly aspect until he leaves, with the two joining forces to make this a powerful day for giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Today's transits have a great deal to do with the moon's energy, and the way it flows through the day is like an emotional blessing. Starting around sunrise, we move away from impatience and into a more empathetic disposition. Today, we can understand things from another person's perspective in a clear light, blessing us with the necessary comprehension and patience. You can carry the compassionate vibe from the morning and add to it the creative problem-solving skills you need to find solutions to any issues. When Mercury aspects Pluto on November 15th, you're thinking about the commitments people have to you and the commitments you've made to them. Remember, you're allowed to update the terms and conditions of your partnership whenever you believe it's time. This is a great day for sitting down and conversing with your significant other. The sextiles could provoke transformation when you are ready to explore a new adventure or path with your partnerships and arrangements. Be open to what the other party wants to explore, as you cannot control every outcome. Since the Sun in Scorpio will also trine Neptune retrograde in Pisces. A day after Venus left your relationship sector, Mercury leaves today, though as the planet of communication, not before doing what he can to ensure the communication lines are open. With Venus and Mercury gone, this just leaves the Sun, who will keep the solar spotlight on your relationships for another 5 days. Meanwhile, the Moon's return to your romantic sector today will give the spirit of romance a boost. Patience and sensitivity are accentuated in the late afternoon. If you manage to not let the intensity of your emotions get to you in the latter part of the day, you can form an unbreakable bond with the people you keep close to. Show them your willingness to get in tune with them. In the morning, the last quarter moon in Leo invites us to reflect on events that transpired during the November 8th Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. Predictably, we are still in it. Though certain cosmic writing may be on the wall, the dust has not yet settled, and there is little closure to be found at this moment. The Leo moon sees us desperately seeking validation as we navigate a scorpionic pressure cooker. The fact that we are unlikely to receive the support and praise we desire forces us to lean into our creative faculties for stability. Remember, the eclipse medicine we have been provided is the ability to cut ties with projections, conditions, or relationships where we are locked in uphill battles, doing things the hard way. The time is right to assess what those factors are for you. Where are you still pushing for absolution instead of cutting the cords keeping you in self-defeating predicaments? While the moon will leave your romantic sector today, just having it here as Venus return to an adventurous part of your chart will have ongoing implications. At the same time that romantically charged lunar vibes run their course, the planet of love's new mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together is off to the best possible start. Following this, Mercury in Scorpio trines Jupiter in Pisces, helping us to adopt a positive attitude despite circumstantial turbulence. We are able to get the universe's joke and laugh at ourselves instead of being self-critical. This influence balances dark humor with levity. Perceiving the bigger picture allows us to not feel so stuck, and to think up new ways to face our concerns with grace. The first step is forgiving ourselves. The second is forgiving others.